Ooh. Yes, so Hairless here. Today we have Little Drummer Boy by Pentatonix. I love this Christmas song. It was originally called Carol of the Drum. I wonder if that bears any relation to or influence by Carol of the Bells. And this was first recorded by the Trap family, the family upon which the sound of music is based. I've always found the Little Drummer Boy to be quite entrancing. Interesting lyrics too. It's about a little boy who didn't have a gift to bring to baby Jesus, so instead he played his drum as best as he could. In the original, by the Trap family, the drum is the bottom bass part, sustaining a rhythmic same note for the entirety of the song. So it'll be very interesting to see what Pentatonix do here. This version is 10 years old, it's from 2013. Let's get straight into it. They're nice chords.
Come, they told me, a newborn king to see, our finest gifts we bring, to lay before the king, so to honor him, when we come.
Ooh, I think I'm going to like this one. As usual, a few points to cover there, so let's go back to the beginning. We immediately open with just the beat, Kevin's beat, which in itself is almost like an immediate enhancement on the original. In the original, there's no percussion. The only percussion we have is imitated by the singing bass. Dom, dom, dom. It opens with Pentatonix's own drummer boy, but he's not a little drummer boy, he's a big drummer boy. I mentioned it right at the start as I was hearing it. I really like that chord sequence that they used. From what we've heard so far, this looks to be like it will be the staple chord progression throughout the song. It's just 3 chords, pretty simple, but there's just something so nice about it, I think. It's to do with how it's voiced and the shape of it. Kirsty's part, Avi and Mitch's part, and Scott's part. All the parts first move up together and they all move down together. Avi's part in these chords is the same as Mitch's part, but just down an octave, which means that there's only 3 different notes playing, which means that they're only singing 3 different notes between them at any one point. So there's room to expand in the depth of the arrangement later in the song by adding in another voice. So when the lyrics start, when we have the first verse, the melody is passed between all parts in a sequence going up from bottom to the top. Avi, Scott, Mitch, Kirsty. Avi and Scott are singing at the same pitch.
Come, they told me, a newborn king to see.
But we can see the difference in their styles and their timbres. And then Mitch and Kirsty are at the same pitch as each other.
Our finest gifts we bring to lay before the king.
I always think it's nice when you just move through the parts either upwards or downwards. It just seems to make sense. So this part I'm about to play, I think it's very catchy, and it is a change rhythmically.
When we come.
This is what we call compound time, which essentially means that each beat, instead of bum, 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 now each beat is 1.5 times that length. Bum, bum, bum. To go a bit more granular, each beat that we had before, bum, bum, bum. If you split it in half, you get da 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 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So now instead of 1 2 1 2 1 2, we have 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. I'll just play that again, but I'll count on top as well. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Short-lived but really noticeable. Also kind of subtle actually if you're not looking out for it. Okay, let's carry on. Go on, Kevin.
The ox and lamb kept time, ba-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my drum for him, ba-rum-pa-pum-pum. I played my best for him, ba-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. Then he smiled at me, ba-rum-pa-pum-pum, me and my drum.
That looked to change there. Yeah, some nice bits there. I was really getting into that, getting into the groove actually. I just want to say before I forget, I really like how Kevin's part, whilst it actually sounds quite intricate and I'm really enjoying the beat, it's not too in your face, it's kept quite hushed, muted almost. It's not overbearing at all. This song, it's called The Little Drummer Boy, so the first thing that anyone thinks of when they hear it is drums, percussion. I think they've handled it really well. Okay, so some points from that previous section. So they sung 2 lines consecutively here. That's the first one. And then the second one is I am a poor boy too. Scott has both those lines. So instead of just repeating what we've already heard and with the same soloist as well, they add a bit of variety. There are a couple of ways that you can add variety to repeated verses. One is using different chords, which they did for the first of Scott's lines. And then in the second line, they went back to the original chords that I played on the piano earlier. But now, in the background parts, they've added variety. I am a poor boy Kirsty and Mitch there kind of floating up with the oohs and the ahs. And then... Shall I play for you? As I said at the time, go on Kevin. I love it when Kevin sings. And from my Pentatonix experience, this must be one of the earliest instances of him singing, 2013. Then just after that, we had this exposed duet between Scott and Abby. Just those two and the beat by Kevin. This certainly isn't my favourite part of the song, but to me it's shining a bit of light on the song's original roots. It's kind of similar in style. Paying respect to the original in whatever way it might be is always a nice thing to do. And then towards the end of that section, it's a very nice, powerful section. Kirsty, Mitch, Scott, all in the upper parts of their full voice registers, in their chest, or at least mostly chest voices.
Then he smiled at me, me and my drum.
Do Pentatonix ever have a bad arrangement? Let's carry on. Yeah, that's a nice one, isn't it? Just from that final section, a couple of points. Interestingly, my reaction yesterday was White Winter Hymnal, which is very body percussion heavy. And then here at the end, we're seeing Kevin with some body percussion. If stamping and clapping counts. My point is, it's not percussion made using his mouth like he normally is. That last section had a very, very nice repeating motif in the background underneath Kirsty's melody, so we're introduced to it before Kirsty comes in with the melody. And it starts off with Avi, and then Scott, and then Mitch and Kirsty. So they're adding in layers sequentially like they did before to allow for this full, thick texture to build up. I get this idea of kind of gradual upwards movement throughout the whole song. We started out with Avi in the melody and then Scott, etc. The same things happened at the end now, and then it kind of goes and climaxes towards Kirsty, finishing right at the top. And then, of course, we end with that lovely little chord progression. That chord progression, by the way, immediately when I first heard it, reminded me of a song that I absolutely love called Electric Love by Bournes. Obviously, there's no comparison to be had between that and this. But when you notice similar progressions or structures, you just can't help be reminded of it. Pentatonix' Little Drummer Boy did come before this song though, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Right, well, I think let's leave it there. That was nice. Little Drummer Boy, I feel, it has a place in a lot of people's hearts. It's a very, very different and memorable song for Christmas time. And I liked Pentatonix' cover of it for sure. As always, thank you for watching. Would appreciate a like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.